I'll have to inquire about the Germonlene.
Yeah, because
Swarfiga was a good thing, wasn't it? Do you remember Swarfiga?
Swarfiga, oh
had a
yes,
nice
to clean your hands,
Yeah,
yes,
nice
yes.
smell.
Yeah.
Oh, we always had Swarfiga in the workshop, yeah. But Germonlene, yeah, because it was the same in your day that boys were definitely not allowed to go into long trousers until they were 14 years old.
Steve has a story about
Right.
that. Oh my God. At school.
What story?
Well, I put Steve at First Communion in long trousers, thinking it would be absolutely
what age?
lovely. First Communion, he had been. These were special trousers just for the
21.
First
Oh,
Communion.
right, yeah.
Say, he'd have been 7.
Oh, right. Oh, well, that's
And he was,
verboten, that
he was
is,
the only one.
Yeah.
Because there was a rule at St. Catherine's that everyone was in short trousers.
Except for the, and I won't name his name because it's been recorded, but except for the teacher's nephew.
That's right, I know him. Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, anyway, it was definitely a rule that was, I didn't know it was ever broken, that we weren't allowed to have long trousers until we were 14. Well, some people grew quite big, etc. But when you'd gotten only short trousers on, I mean, we played roller skate hockey in the street, we fell out of trees, we fell off bikes and things, and we'd always got those terrible ripped up knees. So your mother would get, I was going to say a bandage, we didn't have bandages. You had the tail of a shirt that was boiled and it was rag, and so she'd wrap this rag around with this Germonlene ointment, which was quite soothing. But then the time came that the rag had got to be taken off. So of course, when it was taken off, it ripped the scab that was really there to protect you from infection.
Bastards
So
are bad enough.
it ripped all that off, and so there you were back with bare flesh, and she put more Germonlene on, and oh dear, it was absolutely wicked. So I just remember knees and Germonlene, and I thought it was green, and it was either in a green tin or it was green in colour, but that was the basic antiseptic that everybody
And then having
used.
to brush your teeth at night with that terrible powder
Yeah,
stuff.
that terrible powder that you got in a tin, yes.
But the girls had red or pink coloured ones. I don't think it was any different, and the boys, it was the same pink colour, but the girls had pink tins or red tins, and we had blue tins.
I said you were lucky, we only had bread soda.
Yeah. And yes,
but why didn't we have ordinary proper toothpaste in the squeezy?
Oh, there wasn't such a
It
thing.
wasn't invented.
Maybe that was all that was supplied to
You should
us.
have been in contact with NASA or something.
No, I don't think there was such a thing. And then if you hadn't got any toothpaste, you were told to scrub your teeth with salt, weren't you?
Oh yes, which was dreadful, really.
Yeah.
Bread soda was our
bread soda.
and of course some people used to, I think it was a joke, used to say you should mix the bread soda with soot.
Oh my God! Yeah. Well, I suppose
It's
it's
black teeth.
Well, no, do you wash it off?
it's slightly abrasive. It's quite.
Wash your teeth with Germonlene. Even better.
Yes, but of course, when you talk about cleaning teeth, I don't know how you were, but we only had a shallow stone sink with a cold water tap on the top of it, so all washing was done in that, and you were topped and tailed probably about once a week. You know, I know my mother stood me in the sink and terrible with cold water and a flannel and went round all the important bits, and I used to hate it. You know? Absolutely. So we had a tin bath, but nobody used it. It always hung outside in the wall. I suppose somebody did use it, but I can't remember I was ever in it, because you'd got no hot water. I mean, to get hot water, you had to boil it in a copper, didn't you? And then ladle it out. And I don't think anybody could be bothered. But I don't think it mattered too much, because as kids we swam in the river from about, I don't know, April till October, and then we didn't realise that there was sort of neat sewage had been put into the river, and these turds floating.
Oh no!
But we had to Germany.
We were a bit clever, Peter, because we went swimming in the river, but we went in the river above the town.
Oh well, how clever of you!
Wasn't that
What did that
idea?
mean?
The poo
Turd
wouldn't
free.
guaranteed.
It's like when you drink from the river, drink upstream of the dead sheep that's in it.
Oh,
Well, I mean, look at all the immunity that we have got
That's
through
true.
it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think things are too... I mean, they keep telling you you shouldn't use a dishcloth. There's more germs in a dishcloth than on your toilet seat. And I
That's
think,
right.
oh, well, so what?
And like wash your hair 3 times a day, 7 days, you know.
who says
No,
that?
that's ridiculous.
Because you wash out all the oils.
You
Yeah.
do.
I've been
So
told,
let's
and
wash
I
it
think...
once a year.
Yeah,
If you need it or not.
and I think it's quite true that if you didn't wash your hair at all, you would go through a period of greasiness, but you would have beautiful hair.
Yes.
I mean, dogs don't necessarily, all dogs don't have baths and go in rivers and things,
Do
do
you use
they?
Germonlene?
Well,
That was a terrible story. So you'd have to go. You'd know then that your mum was gonna,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
and that the scab was coming off.
Yeah,
and,
the scab was coming off as well, which was hellishly painful, and of course rather silly because I mean the scab forms to protect the wound, the wounds heal from the inside, etc. But and then of course every time you bent your knee there was this
you're
terrific
cracked.
pain of cracking
Oh,
it. You know?
This is where I bow out and go to the loo.
The light is on, Steve,
Yeah.
so you're
Yeah.
okay.
Anyway, stories from the past.
Indeed.
But,